are expected to give an update on how they are dealing with this pandemic in about a half an hour. We're going to bring that to you live as soon as it happens. And breaking news this midday to tell you about out of Washington, House lawmakers just passing that $2 trillion stimulus bill. Now, here's video of inside the House. Most Americans will now receive direct payments of $1,200. It also will provide billions for unemployment, businesses, and disaster relief. That plan unanimously passing in the Senate earlier this week. And let's take a look at that big board for you this morning, where stocks cut losses after the House passed that coronavirus relief bill. The Dow down right now about 629 points. And the latest battle between the president and the states is over ventilators. Scott McGrew, the president, is asking why hospitals need so many.
That's right. And let's say right off the top, Marcus, the reason that hospitals need so many is they help you breathe. And if you don't have enough of them with those patients, many of them could very well die. And that's the point of flattening the curve, right? Is the idea is to just have enough patients and ventilators match that up. If you spike too early, there are too many, not enough doctors, not enough ventilators, and people get in trouble. New York's governor says the state there needs as many as 30,000 ventilators. The president was talking last night on Fox, wondering why the governor needed so many.
30,000. Think of this. You know, you go to hospitals, they'll have one in a hospital. And now all of a sudden everybody's asking for these vast numbers.
Well, what they call self-resolve.
Governor Cuomo, meanwhile, maintains he needs that many ventilators. He just had a press conference of his own. Keep in mind, there are 40,000 tested positive in New York City. That's about 10 times what we are seeing. Now, this morning, a hospital chain in Detroit warned the mayor's office there in Detroit that their people on ventilators who were not going to improve in the hospital would be taken off of those ventilators so they could be used by someone who may benefit from them. So to be clear, the people taken off the ventilators would then most likely suffocate. Also this morning, the president tweeted this. We're hoping for more information as he holds his press conference this afternoon. He says, as usual with this General Motors, things just never seem to work out. They said they were going to give us 40,000 much-needed ventilators very quickly. Now they're saying it'll only be 6,000 in late April, and they want top dollar. Always a mess with Mary B., that's the CEO. Invoke P. The president would later tweet that the P is for the Defense Production Act, which he can use to force companies to build things that we need. Car companies did that during the Second World War, for instance. They built airplanes and tanks, but they got paid for them. It's not clear from President Trump's tweet if he was aware that the companies would want money for the products they were making. As he says, they said they were going to give them to us. It's worth about $1 billion, this idea, and Marcus, the New York Times reporting this morning that the White House is balking at that cost. $1 billion is about 0.5% of the bailout. That's how big trillions are.
Absolutely, Scott. We're talking about a lot of money here, but, you know, those ventilators are needed to keep people alive. All right, thank you, Scott. You know, some neighbors in Contra Costa County this morning are just finding out that their local school might become a care site for COVID-19 patients. NBC Bay Area Sharon Katsuda live for us in Martinez. And Sharon, I know the plans are moving forward at that high school.
They sure are, Marcus, and right now we're seeing some county and MT employees here, and one employee told me that they are making sure that the communication systems are working here for this potential care site. Now, the school district and county health provided more details this morning. Alhambra High School has been chosen by federal and state officials to turn this site into an alternative care site if the nearby county hospital becomes full. The county health PIO tells me the plan at the high school is to shelter COVID-19 patients who require lower level of care and still need to isolate. Neighbors say they'd like the county to provide flyers in the community about this plan.
I think they should announce it to the public first before they start doing this kind of thing in our neighborhoods, you know, because people are walking their dogs here. It's open space. Children are playing with their bikes here in the afternoons, and, you know, this is where we can get out and move.
On the district website, the superintendent says the gym, the commons, and the kitchen are areas that would be utilized for this care site if needed. And so far, there are no plans to use classrooms in other buildings. The district is busy this morning reaching out to teachers, informing them about this plan and to remove their stuff if they need to before the school possibly becomes an alternative care site. The superintendent says the school would be sanitized and disinfected before students and staff return to school. Now, the county health PIO tells me this is a very fluid situation, so there is no opening date set yet for this potential care site. She says there are so many variables in play here right now, such as social distancing. If that works, maybe the numbers will go down and there might not be a need for this care site. Reporting live in Martinez, I'm Sharon Katsuda, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, Sharon, thank you. Well, new at 11 for you, leaders in the South Bay are meeting right now to help small businesses stay on their feet during the coronavirus outbreak. NBC Bay Area Bob Riddell has been monitoring this meeting from his home in Livermore. So, Bob, what have you been able to learn?
Well, good morning, Mark. As you can see right now, Mayor Sam Liccarda, San Jose, and other small business experts are holding this Facebook Live on the mayor's Facebook channel. And basically what they're doing is they're answering questions of small business owners who've been hit hard by the COVID-19 outbreak and, of course, the shelter-at-home order. We're talking about people who own restaurants, movie theaters, gyms, and the like. For example, here's a man right here who commented, I have a small contracting company. Even though I can work, I have chose not to keep my workers safe along with their families. However, the stoppage of work is killing me. Would I qualify for a business loan? And if so, when would those be accessible? So those are the kind of questions they're getting. They were mentioning the fact that Apple has announced $10,000 grants for small businesses to help through this, and also the fact that if you go to the city website, sjeconomy.com, you can get information on small business loans there that are being administered by the SBA at the federal level. So you want to go to sjeconomy.com if you're a small business owner. And they also brought up the point with the passage of this economic relief package by Congress that employees now will get extra unemployment benefits. If you live here in California, in addition to your regular unemployment benefits in the state, you would be getting an extra 13 weeks of unemployment plus $600 a week on top of that for 4 months. Reporting live, Bob Riddell, NBC Bay Area News.
All right, Bob, thank you. Well, Prime Minister Boris Johnson tests positive for coronavirus. In a video message posted on Twitter, the 55-year-old leader said that he was tested for COVID-19 after showing mild symptoms involving a temperature and persistent cough.
I am working from home, I'm self-isolating, and that's entirely the right thing to do, but be in no doubt that I can continue, thanks to the wizardry of modern technology, to communicate with all my top team to lead the national fight back against coronavirus. And I want to thank everybody who's involved.
Now, Johnson is the highest profile political leader to have contracted the virus. Earlier this week, the British family said that Prince Charles also tested positive. The Prince of Wales is reportedly doing okay. And new video just in, a Navy hospital ship is now docked in Los Angeles. The USNS Mercy will serve as a referral hospital for non-coronavirus patients who have currently been in local hospitals. More than 800 Navy medical personnel will be on board that ship to help. Medical services on board will include both urgent and critical care for adults. And happening now, more tests going on in Hayward. Here's a look we want to show you live there at the Hayward Fire Station number 7. This is where people are trying to get tested. Now, the number of people might be lower today. They're also closing early to allow Hayward firefighter, paramedics, testing teams to conduct testing of vulnerable populations elsewhere in the community. Today, they will continue to do that. But yesterday, we actually learned about 1/4 of the 207 people tested on the first day tested positive for coronavirus. And the number of cases in California continue to rise drastically every day. Some fear the worst is yet to come, like in Santa Clara County. This is where some leaders predict 2,000 people can die in 12 weeks. Now, we spoke to the Lieutenant Governor this morning, who says that the state is gearing up for those spike cases.
Numbers are definitely growing. We're expecting that the peak won't hit for maybe another 2 weeks. And we're doing everything that we possibly can from a health perspective to meet this moment and make sure that we have the supplies and the beds and the medical response necessary in order to be able to help people as much as possible.
Now, she also says the state and the governor are working with major companies to provide financial relief for people who are not working during the shelter in place. Well, right now, the weekend almost here. A live look at the Bay Bridge from our camera in Emeryville. Taking a look out there, the sun is out, looking nice. But look, you need to take all this in because meteorologist Carrie Hall has said that we can expect some rain this weekend. Carrie, I know you've been closely watching that system.
Yes, so the rain comes tomorrow. Today is our break from the rain, and we're enjoying sunshine across the Bay Area. So as we take a look outside right now, enjoy that sunshine while it lasts. Maybe take a little walk with the dog or just open up the windows and let in some fresh air. Although those temperatures have been very chilly. We started out this morning in the North Bay in the upper 20s and low 30s. We had some freezing temperatures, but right now we're getting a little bit milder as we now reach into the low to mid 50s. Going into the afternoon, we'll see a high of about 60 degrees in San Jose, 59 in Santa Rosa, and 62 in Napa. San Francisco reaching 57 degrees. But yes, that rain will be here very soon. In fact, most likely by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll already hear some rain hitting the roof in parts of the Bay Area. So expect those showers to move in and linger into the weekend. I'll talk about that, the cool temperatures, and a warm up for next week. That's all coming up in the microclimate forecast. Marcus?
Right. Looking forward to it, Carrie. Thank you. Well, you know, this time can really be hard for everyone. Sometimes you really can't hold back those tears. Well, this morning on the Today Show, Hoda Kotb, she got caught up in the story. This is after talking to Drew Brees, who donated millions to help fight the coronavirus.
A lot of things are contagious, including generosity. So our hope is that because, you know, you let us know that you made this big, generous donation, I think other people look and say, hey, maybe I can help out too. Drew, we love you.
Love you too, Hoda.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, a lot more. Sorry.
Hoda. I know, it's a lot. Sorry. Hoda, I'm so sorry, hon. Take a moment.
Sorry.
It's a lot. I know where your heart is, my dear. I do. How about I read the teas? You
Yes,
want me
please.
to? Okay. Okay. Deep breaths. We have a lot more this morning to get to.
Yeah, it's certainly hard for a lot of people there. Well, we will have more for you. We're in this together. We'll be right back. Welcome back to you. You know, Louisiana has seen a staggering number of new coronavirus cases, and many of them in New Orleans. And that may be because of one of the biggest parties of the year. I'm talking about Mardi Gras. Here's NBC's Blaine Alexander.
Across Louisiana, the numbers are simply staggering.
It scared me. I'm telling you, it's like I screamed. It's like you're kidding me.
The state has seen the fastest growth rates in the world. On Thursday, the numbers soared to more than 2,300 coronavirus cases and 83 deaths.
If this spread continues on its current path, could Louisiana start to look like Spain or Italy?
Absolutely.
And New Orleans is taking the biggest blow. In Orleans Parish, nearly 1,000 cases with 46 dead. Now, experts are pointing to one major factor: Mardi Gras.
People are drinking and sharing glasses. They're throwing beads off of floats, and unfortunately, people weren't only catching beads who were here for Mardi Gras. They were catching coronavirus.
Oliver Stokes, a popular New Orleans DJ, was riding one of those floats last month. Nearly 2 weeks later, he started feeling sick.
He was the comforter. He was the provider.
Doctors ordered no visitors because of the virus. In his final hours, Oliver's wife, Cassandra, couldn't even be by his side.
I couldn't hold his hand. I couldn't tell him I love him. Nothing. So that was the hardest part for me, is that I couldn't be with him.
Across New Orleans, the heartache shows no mercy. Jay Banks lost 3 friends in a single day. 2 died, still awaiting test results.
It is crazy. 3 people dead within 3 hours, all of which who were living very vibrant, very, very, very fulfilling lives, and now they're gone.
Gone, too, are the crowded restaurants, the bustling French Quarter, so much of the city's soul and its livelihood.
It's not normal. Is it going to ever get back?
On Thursday, a message of hope from New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees, who donated $5 million to help his city, writing, "Let's all do our part, maintain hope, and get through this together." Most people are listening and staying home, but for those few exceptions, Cassandra has this warning.
They still don't get it. When it hits them, they will, because it's a life-changing experience.
Blaine Alexander reporting there. So the governor warns Louisiana will run out of hospital beds within 2 weeks. They're preparing to use a convention center as overflow for house some of those patients, some recalling memories of the response to Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. Well, here at home, the number of confirmed coronavirus cases continues to rise. In Fremont, city leaders will have a special meeting today to consider a wide range of measures to help stop the spread of the virus. Fremont's Mayor Lily May spoke with us on Today in the Bay this morning about plans they have for the city.
In addition to our review of a moratorium, temporary moratorium on evictions, we're also looking at anti-gouging, anti-hoarding, anti-grouping, emergency zoning, administrator permitting, and also adopting a resolution to enter into agreements for disaster assistance.
The Mayor May says that the City Council is also looking into creating a testing center in the city like the one we saw earlier in this newscast in Hayward. Well, struggling homeowners will buy some time on making their house payments. Many banks already stepping up to help Californians. Citigroup, JP Morgan Chase, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, and nearly 200 state-chartered banks, credit unions, and services have agreed to this 90-day grace period. During that time, those institutions will waive late mortgage fees and other fees, including early CD withdrawals. Now, the banks have agreed not to report late payments to credit agencies. They've also agreed to no new foreclosures for 60 days. These relief measures were effective this past Wednesday, March 25th. And any late fees charged before this agreement would still hold. This is unless you have convinced your bank otherwise. But this does not apply to commercial loans, and it does not apply to people who rent. Renters are still on the hook unless you've made special arrangements with your landlord. Governor Newsom did sign an executive order that gives cities and counties permission to halt evictions during this outbreak. A live look for you at SFO, where the airports are now streamlining operations due to the lack of travelers. Starting next Wednesday, the international terminal will be consolidated into a single concourse. Boarding Area A will be closed and all travelers will begin using Area G. Those changes will be in place at least through the end of May. And today, Dmvs statewide shut down, canceling all appointments. Now, this move started today as only temporary. It follows an employee testing positive for coronavirus at a Southern California DMV office. Beginning next week, the DMV will reopen, but only online. Services will also continue through mail and kiosks. Well, now to something good for you. Meals on Wheels is partnering with DoorDash. This is to make sure that the most vulnerable groups right here in the Bay Area have meals during this tough time. So Meals on Wheels delivers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and seniors and the sick really need their help right now. And we're actually seeing more of that with that shelter in place. It actually has tripled. In San Jose, the number of meals made went from 400 to more than 1,000 a week. Health Trust, which runs a program, partnered with DoorDash to make sure that those meals are delivered.
For many of the residents we're serving, they are homebound and they can't even go and get their own groceries. Some of them are so frail they can't cook their own meal. That's why Meals on Wheels is such a lifeline.
Health Trust is also hiring deliverers to help deliver these meals. By the way, those deliveries are deemed essential services. Well, you know what? Today would be a nice day if you're doing that job, getting out, driving around to help those in need, Carrie. It's really going to be a nice day out there.
It will be a nice day, and it's always great to see people helping each other. And then also we have the essential workers out today making sure that we all stay safe even as we shelter at home. So as we get a look at our sunshine across the Bay Area, live look outside in the South Bay, we've started out with a clear sky and chilly temperatures, and it's slowly starting to warm up out there. It will be just a couple of degrees warmer than it was yesterday. In fact, we're starting out with those temperatures in Martinez in the low 50s. We'll be in the low 60s going into the next couple of hours, and then holding steady there until about 4 to 5 o'clock, and then starting to cool off once again. But as we look around all of our microclimates, highs up to about 62 degrees in Napa, as well as Concord, Antioch reaching 62, and 59 will be the high today in Palo Alto. And checking out what's going on. Okay, so we have a lot of changes here ahead into the weekend. We're seeing sunshine now, but there will be some more clouds moving in as a new storm system approaches from the north, and that will bring in our next chance of rain. So looking at what's happening nationally, we know that we're not the only ones having to shelter in place. Looking at these high temperatures across the country, check out New Orleans and Atlanta. Very warm air for the southeast, even for this time of year, but there's that strong cold front that will be coming through and dropping those temperatures over the next few days. If you'll be traveling, not too many traveling right now, but we're also seeing some impacts possibly for parts of the Pacific Northwest as this storm system moves in a little bit closer. It will bring in some rain and some snow for the upper elevations. But this cold front is not as chilly as the last one that moved through. So we're not looking at as much of the Sierra snow, and for the Bay Area, no snow on a lot of our peaks. We'll just see waves of rain coming in and temperatures reaching into the upper 50s and low 60s. I think some of the heavier rain will get here by Saturday morning, or rather Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon, where we could have some really heavy rain just briefly moving through, and then it moves out by late Sunday night. So waves of rain in the forecast, not too many opportunities to get outside for the weekend. So it's really helping us out as we try to shelter in place. But we're also taking a look at a lot of our live cameras to see what's happening not only around the Bay Area, but across the state and in Squaw Valley. It's very cool, just 1 degree above freezing, and this next storm system will bring another 5 to 6 inches of snow to the Sierra. We're going to see about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain, maybe a little bit higher in some spots. Once that moves out, we'll have some dry weather next week. We're looking at a big boost in temperatures going into the low 70s for Monday, mid-70s by the middle of the week. And for San Francisco, we're also going to warm up from the 50s this weekend to the mid-60s by Wednesday. And Marcus, I'm thinking that we may see several days of some dry weather going into next week. So I'll be watching that for you.
All right, we'll be watching out for that, Carrie. Thank you. Well, look, if you take medication, you might want to stock up, but you also might experience a hurdle. Our NBC Bay Area response team is next with some help. But first, happening now, Peeps is pausing production. The Just Born Confections Company says that its production facilities in Philadelphia are closed through April 7th, but it shouldn't affect our Easter baskets. The company says that it already has produced and shipped the Easter supply of its signature marshmallow confection to its outlets, and its other candies, including Mike and Ike's and Goldenberg's Peanut Chews, were also shipped before the production halt. We're going to have more news for you right after the break. Welcome back to you. As we shelter in place for the next few weeks, one thing to keep an eye on is your supply of prescription medication. Consumer investigator Chris Moore has one viewer's challenge in how to overcome the potential limit.
Good morning. The stay-at-home order allows us to make trips to the pharmacy, but say you want to limit those trips for your safety and stock up. Well, fair warning, you might face a hurdle like Alexander did. Here's what he told us on Twitter. Just a heads up, I called my pharmacy to get my prescriptions refilled. My pharmacist tells me my insurance doesn't allow refills within 25 days of my last refill. Well, restrictions are ordinarily in place to limit abuse, but the rules can be bypassed. Here's how. Call your health insurance company and request an override. That lets the pharmacist temporarily increase your supply, kind of like when you're going on vacation. The key lingo, though, is to use the word override. You might get the green light instantly, but the prescription website GoodRx cautions that some health plans might make you fill out an exception form. It's also possible you'll need authorization from your doctor, so give yourself time to jump through those hoops. GoodRx says the exception process can sometimes take about 3 days. I'm happy to report Alexander followed up and said he was able ultimately to successfully get an override. We're taking virus-related questions each day. Send yours via our website. Go to NBCBayArea.com. Click Responds from the main menu or call us 888-996-TIPS.
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, coming up for you, they're not too far from graduating, but these would-be nurses are being left out of the war on coronavirus. We investigate the red tape stopping them from joining the fight. Thank you for joining us for our extended version of NBC Bay Area Newscast. I'm Marcus Washington. Let's get to the most important things that you need to know this midday. House lawmakers passing that $2 trillion stimulus bill. A look inside the House chambers from earlier today. That money will go to Americans who are out of work, businesses that are struggling, and of course hospitals that need the money. It's expected that Senate actually passed this bill last night. President Trump says that he will sign it. Well, Senator Kamala Harris is calling out some of America's largest companies for what she believes is not enough sick time for workers and those benefits. Well, the Chronicle posted a tweet from the senator saying that she has since taken that down off of her feed. Well, Harris tells the Chronicle that she and New York Senator Christine Gillibrand, they wrote 36 CEOs a letter demanding adequate sick leave and family leave. Some companies listed in that tweet have since added more benefits. Others did not reply. And Governor Gavin Newsom will meet in Los Angeles today with Mayor Eric Garcetti, who is battling a huge spike in cases this week. Confirmed coronavirus illnesses and deaths in Los Angeles County each rose by more than half this week. There are now 21 deaths and more than 1,000 cases. And the CDC is reporting that 2 deaths this week tied to the Grand Princess cruise ship that eventually docked at the Port of Oakland. Both men were in their 60s and were initially quarantined at Travis Air Force Base. No other information was given on either patient. The CDC also saying that fewer than half of the 2,400 passengers on board that ship were ever tested while in quarantine. Of those, about 100 tested positive. And while the state prepares for the surge in COVID-19 patients, a lack of medical staff to handle the increase is a serious concern. There are nurses ready to go, so why aren't they being put to work? That red tape there, and here's investigative reporter Candace Wynn.
Melissa Gong was completing one of her final nursing requirements at Cabrillo Community College when COVID-19 put a stop to her studies.
They had to make the decision to protect the participants in their programs.
Gong isn't alone. Nearly 12,000 nursing students across California are in a holding pattern. The hospitals where they normally fulfill the remainder of their in-person training have restricted access to focus resources on coronavirus patients. But Gong says she and her peers are ready to join that effort. They're asking for emergency action to help them graduate.
And we are stuck not being able to do anything and really kind of help be an asset to the nurses on the front lines. They're all out there risking their lives, their safety, and their time with their families to help people. And that's really what we get into nursing to do.
State law requires nursing students to spend 25% of their training in simulations and 75% doing in-person clinical work at hospitals. Nursing schools, deans, educators, and student associations have joined forces and sent letters to the governor's office and nursing board in early March. They're vouching for their students' capabilities, asking for temporary changes to licensing regulations for new nurses, and most notably are requesting the 75% in-person requirement to be lowered to 50%. What do you want to say to people who may be concerned that nursing students aren't ready to work in a hospital yet?
I think at this point we're all ready, willing, and able to go out and help wherever we can, however we can.
The nursing students in my program right now, they have a desire to help and jump in.
Mary Foley is the director of nursing at UCSF and reviewed a draft of the letter sent from the UC system. She's been a nurse for nearly 50 years and understands the 75% in-hospital regulation. She says patient safety is always a priority, but we're in an emergency right now.
This is not an epidemic, it's a pandemic, and we're learning more every day. But right now, this is our urgency, and I think it's all hands on deck.
Foley points to a 2014 study from the National Council of State Boards of Nursing. It found no notable difference between nursing students from states requiring 50% in-person experience to those requiring 75%.
We know for a fact, based on research, that it's safe. So that's why I think we're very justified in asking for it and not asking anyone to put the public at risk.
Foley says no one expects the students to take on complex or critical medical tasks, rather simple procedures such as swabbing and basic care that would free up more experienced nurses. Our team reached out to the California Board of Registered Nurses. They declined to comment, but in an email to the state's Nursing Students Association, the board said it has no jurisdiction jurisdiction to change the law. That ability resides with the governor, who addressed the issue on Monday for the first time.
We believe the ability to get fourth-year medical students into the system in that fourth year, getting someone that's almost finished, getting their nursing degree, get them licensed earlier.
When we reached out to the governor's office for a timeline on that, a spokesman would only say it's forthcoming. The governors of Texas, New York, and New Jersey have all issued executive orders temporarily adjusting similar in-hospital requirements for graduating nursing students during this pandemic. With the investigative unit, Candace Wen, NBC Bay Area News.
And if you have a story for our investigative unit, you can give them a call. That number, 888-996-TIPS, or visit our website. That's NBCBayArea.com/investigations. Sonoma County has joined the Bay Area's other 8 counties in extending its school closures until May 1st. Education leaders announcing that plan yesterday, saying that classes will continue remotely from home until then. Now, if the current shelter-at-home orders is lifted before the end of April, it is possible that Sonoma County schools would reopen at that time. Well, happening today, 2 popular San Jose spots will close because too many people are ignoring that social distancing rule. Alum Rock Park and the Staircase on Communication are closing to prevent overcrowding. Several new restrictions and closures also go into effect in East Bay parks and beaches starting today. Some hiking trails will only be accessible by bike or by foot. Oakland leaders are working to help renters make it in the Bay. This is during the ongoing crisis. This afternoon, they will vote on a new eviction emergency ordinance. If passed, it will postpone evictions if renters can't pay during this pandemic. San Francisco, San Jose, and several other Bay Area cities and counties have already passed similar measures. Well, a Southern California CEO is sounding the alarm over the potential hand sanitizer shortage. QYK brands say that it only has about 2 weeks of alcohol left to make the product. What's more is it says that U.S. suppliers are also experiencing similar problems, with some down to less than 50 gallons of alcohol. Of course, this comes as many shoppers are already finding those store shelves bare amidst the pandemic. As cases of the coronavirus around the world continue to grow and surpass more than 500,000, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson announcing today that he has tested positive for the virus. NBC's Keir Simmons reports from London.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has tested positive for coronavirus. He announced it on Twitter in a video post.
I've developed mild symptoms of the coronavirus, that's to say a temperature and a persistent cough. And on the advice of the chief medical officer, I've taken a test that has come out positive. Thank you to everybody who's doing what I'm doing, working from home to stop the spread of the virus from household to household. That's the way we're going to win. We're going to beat it.
There are signs Europe is winning the battle. Infections are slowing. From Spain to the UK, people in the streets clapping and cheering overwhelmed health workers. Even the royal children, Princes George, Louis and Princess Charlotte. Prince Charles pictured for the first time since news he has coronavirus. The US military facing infections on the aircraft carrier USS Roosevelt, a base in South Korea, and in Western Germany, 2 US Air Force personnel isolated as soon as they showed symptoms. Their commander speaking to Today.
European leaders, the president himself, have described this as a war. Is it like a war?
I think that's a good approach. I've approached this just as we would any adversary.
And we cannot forget those servicemen and women around the world who are facing this even while they are away from their families. And we mustn't forget either people in other places like the Indian subcontinent, like Africa, like even refugee camps, the UN warning about people there because, of course, the spread of coronavirus in those poverty-stricken places would potentially be devastating. Keir Simmons, NBC News, London.
Well, coming up for you, California Live is next with actress Jane Levy this morning. She's actually talking about how she's quarantining and her hit show, NBC show, that's based in the Bay Area. It's called Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. Now, here's something that we're actually sharing on our Twitter page. A little lighthearted news for you. A donut shop in Rochester, New York is honoring Dr. Fauci by putting his face on their delicious treats. Take a look at this. Be sure to follow us on NBCBayArea.com as well as on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Pretty cool.
Hey everyone, welcome to our special stay-at-home edition of California Live. I hope everyone's feeling good, your spirits are up. And I don't know about you ladies, but one of the things that I've noticed I've been doing a lot is actually listening to all of my playlists. I've been bringing back music from like back in the day.
Yeah.
All this time.
I always have to start my day with music, no matter what. Right, Danny?
Yeah, well, ladies, I got a chance to Zoom with a star this morning who needs none of that because she has music playing in her head 24/7. Hey, everyone, I am here with Jane Levy, the star of Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. Jane, how are you doing?
I am doing okay, despite a global pandemic. I am home in Los Angeles. It's sunny. I have a yard. I'm counting my blessings.
Yeah, you've got a green thumb now, right?
I have been gardening. I planted some fruit trees the other day, an herb garden, trying to supplement my cooking.
Well, this is awesome, and I love your show because what we need right now is music, and Zoe gives us that all the time. What is it like playing a character who just hears music in her head all day long?
It's really a joy. Every time there is a musical number on set, the energy changes, the crew members are smiling, everybody's dancing around a bit. I've never met anybody who has danced and then told me they felt bad, you know, like this is my first musical project and it's just such a pleasure to be around people singing and dancing all the time.
Now, did you know that you were such a great dancer? I'm like watching the show and I'm like, okay, there's Shawn Mendes. I'm dancing and moving along right with you guys.
I love dancing, and our choreographer is Mandy Moore. She did La La Land and So You Think You Can Dance and many, many more incredible projects. She is so fun to work with. And you know, did you watch Cheer on Netflix?
Oh my goodness. Yes, I did, in a day.
Well, me too. And Mandy, like, I didn't know what Matt Talk was until I watched Cheer, but then I was like, oh, that's what Mandy does. Every time I get a move right, she's like, oh my God, did you just do that? And I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm a great dancer. So she's so supportive and fun. And so the dancing part was great.
Yeah, and what an outstanding cast.
Thanks, yeah. Lauren Graham, Mary Steenburgen, Peter Gallagher, Skylar Astin, Alex Newell, like so much talent.
All right, so we've got to talk about Sunday, at least as much as you can. What's going to happen?
On Sunday, we have a special episode coming out where at the beginning of the episode, Zoe receives some bad news and her stress levels causes her power to glitch. So normally everyone sings their heart songs to Zoe, but this episode, Zoe sings all of her heart songs to everybody. So I sing and perform 6 numbers this coming episode. This show has been such a great distraction and relief during this time, and I'm so grateful that, you know, we're offering some joy and entertainment during this uncertain, confusing time.
Yeah, and Jane, we have to mention you're from the Bay Area, right?
Yes.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Marin County, just across the Golden Gate Bridge. And I actually made a Netflix series 2 years ago that also took place in San Francisco. And I love stories that take place in Northern California. That place is very dear to my heart. And we got to shoot one scene of the pilot in San Francisco, the Help number. And my cousin is a professional ballet dancer in San Francisco, so he was a part of it. And my brother walked over from his office, and it was so great to be able to film in my hometown.
Oh, that's so awesome. Well, Jane, any other suggestions or tips for people to do while they're stuck in the house? I know you said you've been gardening and chilling out.
I bought a mini trampoline. And it is so much fun, and it doesn't take up that much space, and you just jump up and down. It's great exercise, and it puts a smile on your face. I recommend.
Oh, I love it. A trampoline. Well, thank you so much. And we will be watching you on Sunday.
Thank you.
Well, Danny, she lives as much fun in real life as she is on the show.
She is extraordinary. And the show is also based in the Bay Area, so that's a little bonus there. And a new episode of Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist airs this Sunday on NBC.
That's so great. I'll have to check that one out. Looks like a good show. And for all the things that you are doing